Hello, my beautiful, beautiful narc-free family. My name is Cree. Thank you for joining me here today at Narc Free. And for my subscribers, welcome back. So today I just wanted to have a little conversation with you all about what you can expect when you're going to court with a narcissist for any reason, for a divorce or for, issues with a business, or that maybe you have with a narcissist that you're trying to separate from, anything like that. Okay, so but mostly I'll probably talk about it in the way of a divorce, but it can be anything you have to go to court for. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because some of y'all are so shocked, and I need for you, in order to reintroduce yourself to the narcissist properly, you need to be prepared for what to expect. That way you can reintroduce them to the new you that is untriggered and unbothered. And if you don't know what to expect, you're gonna get triggered. So hopefully this will help some of y'all who are preparing for court. So expect lies under oath. All right, some of y'all are gonna be really shocked because you think when a narcissist is running a smear campaign on you, that they're running it just to the outside world, and by that I mean outside of the courtroom. And some of y'all are going to be so shocked to find that they would actually lie about things under oath, things that could be proven that they're lying about. But remember, they are pathological liars. So they'll actually change the story of what really happened, keep telling that story enough until they either forget what the truth is or they believe the lie that they keep telling themselves. Okay, they know that they're lying. Don't get me don't be misunderstood as to if they know that they're lying, because they do. But in this way, it protects them by changing the story to a version that does not hold them accountable for anything. Okay, and so this is part of the manufactured dysfunction that they operate in. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that you all know to expect for them to lie under oath, because if you're not expecting it, what's going to happen is you're going to go to court, they're going to lie on you, and you're going to be, I know this bleepity bleep bleep didn't just come up in here and bleep 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 bleep. Okay, you're gonna you're because the lies will be so horrendous, they will be so outlandish. But I want to tell you something. If you go in that kind of energy, not expecting them to lie, and it triggers you and you act out of character, I'm gonna tell you what the narcissist is gonna be doing. They're gonna be smiling. That was their plan all along, was to get you triggered and to get you to where you look like the crazy one, when in fact you know that the lie is so horrendous and the lie cuts so deep because it's so far removed from who you are or anything you would do. But what they're saying is so horrendous that you just can't accept the fact that they would say or do any of the stuff that they're doing. Okay, but they will, they can, and they will. If you're expecting it, I think it helps you. Also, I want to just insert right here, don't look at them. Get to court early, get somewhere where you can sit with your back facing whatever entryway you're at, because they are going to try to trigger you. They are going to try to laugh around you or talk around you to get you to where you are focused on them. Stay away from them. Don't make eye contact. Do not have a little discussion in the parking deck outside of the courthouse. Do not look at them in court when they're lying on you. I recommend bringing a little notebook and doodling. And if you have an attorney, you may need to write notes for your attorney about something, a quick note or something you notice that that needs to be addressed. So you'll need a notebook. Don't look at them. Remember, they are master manipulators. They've been doing this for a long time. You are not the first person they've done this to, and you will not be the last. So be wise, be prepared, stay balanced. This is how you get through this, because if you go off because of what they're doing and because of the abuse, it is going to make you look like you are the problem, okay? Because people who are not familiar with this don't know what they're looking at. So they're looking at your reaction to the abuse and not the abuse itself. Because remember, you're in a room with strangers who don't know the truth and who are probably going to have a hard time believing that a grown person would stand in front of them and lie. And that is what the narcissist is counting on, is that they will be believed. Remember, they're charming, okay? They charmed you. So I just keep that in mind. All right. I'm just going to give y'all three things. 2 to expect and 1 to not expect. So here's the second one. Expect them to go for the jugular. If you're just expecting that you're going to go to court with a narcissist and everything is going to go the way it should go, as in everything's going to be fair, especially if you're in a divorce, that maybe they won't want to spend a bunch of money, running up a bill, wasting time and money on something that is what you perceive to be an open and shut case. We're getting a divorce, and maybe in the state you're in, everything is split down the middle, 50-50. There's really no need for it to go to some kind of final trial and spend all this extra money. But remember, narcissists feel like they have to win. They feel like they have to get everything they want. So even though they're being unreasonable about what it is they're requesting, they don't think it's unreasonable. And what they'll be requesting is everything. Okay? Everything. And they go for the jugular. By the jugular, I mean they are coming for your kids. And I'm not talking about they are saying we're going to co-parent. I'm talking about some of these narcissists will go from you being a stay-at-home mom, taking care of everything with the children, or you being the one who took care of everything with the kids, them working a full-time job where they work 6 days a week, not 5. So they work overtime every week, and then they come home and work on the business. So where's the time for them to see the children? There is none. But now, when you're going through the divorce, all of a sudden, they want full custody of your kids. Think I'm playing. I'm not. Okay? I have a client that I've been working with on a regular basis, and I told her she's getting towards her, final hearing for her divorce. And I told her, I said, don't be surprised if he doesn't swoop in here at the end and start asking for custody of your child. And sure enough, that's what he did. And what they want to do is, in your mind, bully you and throw you so far off that you lose the ability to be balanced and to be focused. And they hope that you'll just throw your hands up and give them everything that it is that they're asking for, because of the way they're coming at you and the way they're abusing you behind the scenes that no one can see. But because this is why y'all need coaches to tell you these kinds of things, so that you can again reintroduce yourself as the person who already knows what they're going to do before they do it. So it's still going to burn. It's still going to sting that somebody that you were sleeping in the bed with every night, probably took care of when they were sick, was cooking for, doing all these things, and who you made all these adjustments for, now is trying to not share the children with you, but take your children from you. But if you know this, you're prepared for it. So it's not going to burn as much as if you were ill-equipped to to even wrap your head around the fact, or had never heard of anything like this. Now you've heard of it. Or they might ask for 50-50 custody. Remember now, narcissists don't want to pay you child support. They don't want the children, but they also don't want to pay you child support. Okay? And y'all don't be shocked by any of this, and also don't let it throw you off your A game, okay? Because I want you to get real in your mind. Someone who never was around the children and who really wasn't doing anything with them, who works all the time, who is focused on getting new supply, whether they be male or female, all right? That individual does not want the children, all right? But what they do want is to hurt you, okay? And just be easy about this, because, and what I mean by be easy is stay in your power, okay? Because what happens is you have to go to court, and if they're trying to take your children from you, they may think that you're going to throw your hands up, or they may think that you don't have the money to be able to fight them in court. You would be surprised at where money will come from when someone is coming at you the wrong way. That's an emergency that's worthy of putting on credit cards, okay? There may be family members who may give you money. You may need a GoFundMe page. Some of y'all are going to represent yourself and win. I have a client over in London, and she had spent a lot of money on her divorce, and she was like, I just can't spend anymore, because I want to say she spent $30,000 already, and she just wasn't in a position to spend anymore. And so in the final, she went, you know, on her own, and she represented herself well. And this thing, I think she said it was 2 days, or was it 3 days? It might have been 3 days. So she represented herself well, and she came for the win, okay? The judge was able to see through what was going on, because if you let a narcissist talk long enough and tell you their view of how everything's supposed to go, or rather tell a judge or other grown people how things are supposed to go, they will tell and say the craziest stuff. You will be thinking to yourself, I know this fool didn't just say this out loud in front of people. You think that they are smart enough not to say dumb stuff in front of people that would easily be able to see through them, but they're not that bright, okay? Because remember, they truly believe that they're right. So when they get on the stand and they're trying to deceive the courts, and the attorney starts asking, did this person take care of you? Did they take care of the children? Was your mortgage ever behind when they were paying the bills? Did they pay the bills? Yes, 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 yes. Mortgage never behind. Correct. Mortgage never behind. No foreclosure. No foreclosure. No, nothing. Everything that the spouse was supposed to be doing was being done. And then towards the end, they say, so you think that your spouse doesn't deserve to receive anything in this estate? No. Nothing but what they brought into the marriage. Forgetting that they're the ones that came into the marriage with nothing. You will be so surprised at the things they would say, but you see how crazy that sounds. This person did everything they were supposed to do, but now when I don't want them anymore, I don't think that they deserve to have anything, and I have no real good reason for why they don't deserve anything. Just, I don't want them to have anything. You understand how logical adults hear that and think, you must be full of it. So I want you to, when I say be easy, that's what I mean. Be easy. Let them cut off their own nose despite their face. They do it all the time because they think they're so bright that I'm sorry. I hate when I just laughing, but later when y'all get through all this, you're gonna be laughing too. You're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, I know this fool didn't come in here and say this in front of people that could hear them. I know they just thought this mess in their head and didn't say it out loud, but no, they're gonna say it out loud. Okay. The other thing is that this is something I think is real important that you should not expect. Do not expect them to follow the court orders. Yes, you heard me correctly. Yes, they are court orders. Yes, they are made by a judge. And yes, I'm telling you, don't expect them to abide by these orders. If you are truly with a narcissist, don't expect them. Because see, you will save yourself a lot of heartache if you do not expect them to follow the orders, and then if they do, cool, because chances are they're not. Remember now, they believe they are above the law. So following the court orders is for regular people. It's not for them. They're above the law. They don't have to follow rules. So what I mean by that is, there'll be times when they'll run game and they just won't show up for court because they know they were supposed to be there, but your attorney didn't realize that they were dealing with they didn't realize how high on the spectrum that narcissist was, so they didn't have them served for that court appearance. And that narcissist will know that they don't have to come because they didn't get served. They should come. They got notified to come. But they'll just be like, I'm at work. Yeah, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. Because they want to run your tab up. And so they want you spending all this extra money. So there's a lot of games that will be played depending on the where that narcissist is on the spectrum. There can be a lot of games played. Some narcissists will just go away. Some of them will get exposed and they will just cowardly run away. They will leave you alone. They will leave the children alone. They will just cowardly run away. Okay? But the ones who don't cowardly run away will cause a lot of mayhem for you. And things like not following the order is part of the mayhem, because if you think about it, if they owe you money for spousal support and they're not giving it to you and you're counting on it, I want you to understand to expect not to count on it. A narcissist in no shape, form, or fashion has any desire to give you anything. Keep in mind, narcissists believe that you are their property when they're with you, and they still believe it when they're not with you. So them having to give you money in spousal support or child support or anything like that, in their mind is ridiculous. They own you, so they don't have to give you anything. All right? And some of y'all that are with the covert narcissists, because people always think that, oh, everybody should just know this, that the person was acting so crazy. You should have known. You should have known. If you're with a covert narcissist, you're not going to know until you start going through a divorce or you start splitting up a business or something like that. And then they take that full mask off and they show you exactly who they are, because they no longer care about hiding it anymore, because they've already got a new supply. So when they no longer care about hiding who they are, they're going to show you their whole behind. So don't expect for them to respect the court. They don't respect anybody. All right? But when you start going for these contempt hearings and things, the court is like, it's throwing up red flags. Wait a minute. On one side, we have this person who's doing everything you're supposed to be doing, turning in their discovery, showing up for court, everything. And on this other side over here, we got this person that's in contempt. We got this person who's asking for extreme amounts of things, like it doesn't even make sense. What they're saying and what they're asking for doesn't even make sense. Things like that. But I just want you to stay balanced. Stay balanced, all right? Because they are trying to trigger you and they were trying to throw you off, and they are trying to come for this, all right? To get you so scrambled up and so in a fog that you can't fight in court. but a lot of times they end up with somebody who they took their kindness for weakness. Okay, I am gonna make this into 2 videos because I can't. This is too long. I don't usually make videos this long, so I'll make another video. Thank y'all for joining me, and look for part 2. Okay, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and bye my beautiful narc free family, and anyone who's looking for coaching, you can find my information below. Mwah.